Alright, y'all, what's happening? You already know what it is. You already know who this is. So, your host, Maximilian's back at you. And welcome to Week 3 edition of our NFL Weekly Pick'ems. Last week, I did really bad compared to Week 1. I think I went on my NFL Weekly Pick'ems, on NFL.com/fantasy when you pick them. I went, I think, 12-4 in the first week, and then last week I went 6-10. Did really shitty last week, and I'm pissed about it. But this week I'm hoping I could do much better. But already I'm off to a bad start. After a convincing 24-10 win over the St. Louis Rams, I had high hopes that the Washington Redskins were going to win this game against the New York Football Giants, considering the Giants were 0-2, and they've blown 2 fourth-quarter leads. They blew the first one to my Cowboys in Week 1, and then last week against the Atlanta Falcons. Now let me bring up the scores here, actually. As our first game it was Washington at New York. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I took the Redskins, and I really did think Washington was going to win this game, but the Giants' defense got off to a great start. Obviously, they had a sloppy finish on defense, but they still ended up getting the win. Giants ended up winning this game 32-21. I still think the Giants have a lot of questions to be answered because yet they just got their first win. But anywho, our first game, actually, let's see here on my pad here. My pad told me to, I'm sorry. It's all fucking up right now, I don't know why. Our first game that we have on our schedule here is Kansas City at Green Bay. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Packers, it's at home for the Packers on Monday night. Oh, yeah, get out of here. If the Seahawks couldn't beat them in Lambeau, then nobody can. I'm pretty sure of that. And the Seahawks Russell Wilson's never lost to Aaron Rodgers in his career up until this past week. Yeah, I got the Packers winning this game. I see them winning this game like 38-17, 38-24. But the good news for the Chiefs, though, is because it's still early in the year, because if it's still being in early September, it's going to get cooler, but it's not like a tundra like it was for my Cowboys when we played back in January. You feel me? Next game, the Sunday night game. Denver at Detroit. Oh, get out of here. Detroit's fucking trash. I got the Broncos winning this game like 31-17. Detroit ain't about shit. They suck. Next game here. Bills at the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins. For one reason, they're home. I think the Dolphins finally realizing they're at home. Last week kind of could have felt like a home game for them considering they were in Jacksonville last week. Yeah, I got the Dolphins. Next game. San Francisco at Arizona. Oh, get out of here. San Francisco's going to kill these. Or Arizona, I'm sorry. I picked Arizona. Oh, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Arizona's a complete team. They got a great defense. They got a great overall team. As long as Carson Palmer can stay healthy, the Cardinals are going to look like they can win out every game this year. I got the Cardinals. I see the Cardinals winning this game like 31-13. I could see their defense stepping up. It's going to be a return to the desert for both Anquan Bolden and for Darnell Dockett, who didn't play for them last year after he suffered a torn ACL. He's the defensive tackle. Let's see here. My computer's fucking up. I'll just look up on my tablet. Chicago at Seattle. Oh, get the fuck out of here. This isn't even a game. I got the Seahawks. And it's at home. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. They don't even have Jay Cutler. Jimmy Clausen has to play this week. Pretty sure it's Jimmy Clausen. Yeah, but whatever. Chicago's not winning this game. Seahawks are going to get their first win. Rams hosting the Steelers. It's funny because the Rams seem to beat those really good teams like the Seahawks, and then they end up losing to the shitty teams like the Redskins. You feel me? But because it's home, but Le'Veon Bell is returning from a suspension for the Steelers. I got the Steelers. I see them winning this, a close one. I think it's going to be like 27-24, 27-21. San Diego at Minnesota. In Minnesota. Oh, get the fuck out of here. I got the Chargers. Chargers are pissed. They lost to the Vikings last week. The shitty Vikings. I can't believe they even beat the Detroit Lions. But yet again, Detroit's trash. They're garbage. Buccaneers at the Texans. I'm going to take the Bucs. Texans ain't about shit. They don't have an offense. I'm going to take the Buccaneers, and I think the Buccaneers could potentially get a defensive touchdown in this game. Yeah, I got the Buccaneers. I think Jameis Winston looked really good last week. Saints at New Orleans at Carolina. Oh, get the fuck out of here. New Orleans doesn't have Drew Brees, and Luke McCown's their backup. Carolina's about to shred that defense. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Saints are going to go 0-3. I got Carolina winning this game like 27-10. I think it's going to be a great defensive game for the Panthers. Why is this even a game? Jacksonville at New England. I know people like to fuck with the Patriots because, of course, they're a bunch of cheating-ass motherfuckers, okay? But, they picked Jacksonville just to troll them. But if I have to get it correct, oh, get the fuck out of here. I got New England. The Eagles at the Jets. Oh, get out of here. The Jets are going to kill these pussies. They're about to kill the Eagles. That's not even a game. Is that in New York? Or Philly? No, that's in New York. Oh, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Eagles are about to go 0-3. Bengals at the Ravens. Oh, pff. I feel like some of these games are kind of crapshoots. I got the Bengals. I don't think the Ravens have a defense. I think AJ Green will have a great game. Yeah, I got the Bengals. I think Baltimore's going to fall in 3. They don't have any. Their defense is fucking trash. They lost, of course, when they lost Terrell Suggs in Week 1, it basically told you their season's going to look pretty dim. But how the fuck do you lose to the Oakland Raiders? Like, I would have understood if they would have lost to, like, I could understand losing to Denver because they're actually really good. I can understand losing to New England. This motherfucking team lost to the Raiders. The Raiders, of all teams in the National Football League, and they lost to one of the trashiest teams in football. I got the Bengals winning this one like 28-14, 28-13. Next game, who is it? Why is this is such a boring? This is going to be a boring ass game. Oakland at Cleveland. Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I'm going to coin toss this. Where's a coin? I don't even care if it's a penny. Fuck it. I'll use this eraser. I have an S on the side. The S means... I just picked a random letter. S means the Raiders. The blank side means the Browns. I got the Raiders. Next game. Colts at the Titans in Tennessee. This is going to be a good fucking game. I got the Colts. I know it's sickening to say, but I think I have the Colts for one reason. They're not going to go 0-3. And if they do, I would be heavily shocked, considering they have one of the most elite quarterbacks in football in Andrew Luck. But, I don't see the Colts losing this game. I got the Colts winning, 24-17. Oh, and about that Cleveland-Oakland game, I got Oakland winning... I actually think Oakland can score more points after what they did to Baltimore last week. I think they're going to win 28-17 over the Browns. And last but not at least, my favorite game of the week. As always, the Falcons going to Big D. See, as a fan, it's hard because you don't want to go against your team. But if you had to go on weekly pick'em to get them correct, a lot of Dallas fans, I guarantee you, who do NFL weekly pick'ems probably would choose against us just because they would want to get it right. Of course, you know, I want my Cowboys to win. I always want them to win. But no Romo, no Dez, no Greg Hardy, no Randy Gregory, no Rolando McClain. Dallas has a very good defense with Sean Lee. Sean Lee looks like a promise, like he's in the voting for comeback player of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, and maybe it's because I'm biased. I'm gonna take Dallas. I think this is the game where Atlanta. I think Matt Ryan will struggle. I think Julio Jones will do fine, but I think Matt Ryan's going to have maybe an interception or two. But our defense looks pretty good, considering that 27-26 game against the Giants earlier in the year. That score never indicated how bad it could have been for the Giants because they had a fumble recovery, returned for a touchdown, and then they had an interception brought back to the 1, and of course, Dallas had very short field position. Yeah, I got them. I got Dallas winning this game. I see Dallas, at minimum, I see Dallas winning this game 21-17. But anyway, that is your episode week 3 edition of Weekly Pick'ems. Leave comments in the comment section below on who you think will win this week. Leave comments on who you think your upset specials are going to be. Of course, I'll have all my picks and all my score predictions down below in the description, as well as all my social media links. Hook me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't use Facebook. But hook me up on my social media accounts. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.